Expelled from the Rose Apostles, she joined the Phantom CIC to investigate the Land of Death. She wanted to defeat the unknown and instill her faith into others. However, her rough personality still causes problems within the Phantom CIC. Public Execution, an attack skill that decreases the combat readiness and speed of the target and grants the caster a skill damage immunity buff. Thornbush, an AoE attack that decreases hit chance of all enemies. Wild Rose, a basic skill that decreases the combat readiness of the target. Lidica is a fire elemental ranger who can lock up targets through numerous debuffs. Public Execution decreases the target's combat readiness to 0 and decreases speed, while increasing the survivability of the caster by granting a skill damage immunity debuff. Thornbush can decrease hit chance of all enemies with certainty when soulburned, and is even more powerful when used in synergy with Lidica's combat readiness decreasing basic skill.
What is up, legends? Early morning, it is patch time. So we have the Powder of Knowledge shop changes right here to start it off. Don't worry, we'll get to the other patches stuff in a second. The fact that it's changing, hopefully it changes into something that we all need. Who knows which ones are going to be, because they haven't actually said, there's no rotation. They didn't tell us any type of rotation, so there's no way of actually knowing what any of this stuff is actually going to change into. But hopefully it'll change into something pretty good that everybody will be amenable to it, and we'll see. And you see it right here that the Bottle of Knowledge the limit will be reset. Lesser greater artifact charms will be available to purchase from the Powder of Knowledge, and transmit stone changes will be lesser and greater artifact currently available from silver will be removed from the transit shop, which pretty much means it's going over to the other shop. But these are scheduled changes for the 27th. It's not so much changes that are going to go on right now. Interesting changes, and I guess it kind of makes sense considering the artifacts are more or less the artifact charms are more or less for the artifacts, so it should kind of be in that stop and not in the transmit stop. So yeah, I get it. So the reason why I didn't start with this is because we kind of knew this was gonna be coming and this was gonna happen. I want to say I'm not that infatuated with her. I will try to give her probably 20 summons at the most, 10 to 20, and I actually want the artifact, and you'll see why, more than I want the character. And this is literally the first time that this has happened for me, that I wanted the artifact more than the character. But the character's not bad if you don't have a ranger, and it is a fire ranger. Do we even have any of the fire rangers? I don't think so, but still cool. Anyway, Lidica is a fire elemental ranger who can lock up her targets through numerous debuffs. Public Execution decreases target combat readiness to 0. That is ugly. That's bad. That's bad for you if it happens. While increases the survivability of the caster by granting skill damage immunity debuff. Okay. Thornbush can decrease hit chance of all enemies with a certainty, soul burn, and if it's more powerful when used with synergy, Lidica's combat readiness decreasing skill. Oy. Anyway, first skill is Wild Rose. Before awakening, attacks with the sword decrease combat readiness by 10%. After awakening, attacks with the sword decrease combat readiness by 10%. If the enemy is debuffed, decreases combat readiness by additional 10%. You could probably skill buff it as well, which is yeesh. The second attack attacks all enemies with 85% chance to decrease hit for 1 turn. You can soul burn that and ignore effective resistance, which is cool. Third one is Public Execution. Attacks the enemy with a whip sword, decreases combat readiness by 100% and decreases speed for 2 turns. Grants the caster a skill nullifier. So this is actually a speed character that is going to lower the speed of other characters, kind of similar to characters that we already have in the game, but she seems to do a lot of damage towards you. I don't know if you guys have fought her. I showed you guys her fight before. She is a pain in the ass. So I don't know, man. She might be a problem. I see a lot of people dissing her. Now, me in general, I'm not going to actually go after her because I have characters that do the same job kind of that she does to begin with, especially Shadow Rose. Shadow Rose kind of does the same thing, but she's a tank, but she also defense break. So, you know, but she's an ML too. So this could be like a lesser version of that if you just somehow can't get Shadow Rose. Like RNG cannot be in your favor, so this is actually maybe an easier character for you to go after and get. Now, the artifact right here, Sword of Judgment, is a 5-star ranger exclusive artifact that gives the wearer a chance to attack again with a basic skill if the target survived the initial attack, which means that as long as you don't kill somebody as a ranger, then they'll go again right after that. It's pretty cool. It is pretty cool. It's a 10% chance to attack, but at max, it's a 20% chance, which is not bad. So it's 1 out of every 5 chances. And it's kind of similar to the other ones that we have, like the roses and the infinity basket, stuff like that. But it's a raw stat that's straight up shows you and everything else. And it's a 5-star. So increased stats on top of that. That's what I said. This is the first artifact. And I like the art. Look at that art, man. I like that art. That is a cute art right there. Like, I'm not the major fan of her. But I like her aesthetic. I like the way that she looks. I like her art. They did a good job with her. So yeah. All right. So we have the drop rate up. Lidica, the Sword of Judgment. Lidica is a ranger, as well as member of the Phantom CIC, who can block the enemy attacks in multiple ways. Sword of Judgment is an artifact that can allow the wearer to attack again with their basic attack. Okay. So like I said, I might give her, well, not might, I probably will give her 20 tries at the most and then give up. Special side story, week 2. The Chaos Material Castle continues in week 2 of the special side story. So a rose may bloom. Make your own sweet story with hairlines and Epic 7. So it looks like this time that we're going to go a different path, which is pretty cool. And they're pretty much saying the same thing that we all have already. How to play. 3 new chapters are available in the side story for June 10th, 11th, and 12th. Story stages may already be cleared, can be replayed, and new choices can be made if you haven't done it already, so you can actually go back, because I know some people was like, can I go back? I'm probably not gonna be able to go back, and you can go back. And you also see right here that on the calendar you can just click on it and go back, and that's very easy, and it has the next ones coming up, so it's pretty cool. Characters that you can actually use are Akatis, Balana, and Lidica if you actually have her, and then you can use Enoch, Aether, or Jenna. I think Jenna's story is coming up this week because it might be a little bit of a teaser that you have her right there. She needs a specialty change. That's what they need to rock out that specialty change real quick. Event currencies for week 2 is the secret letter, so now we can go ahead and farm that and get the next part of our achievements. If you haven't already gotten that already, I've maxed all of that stuff out for the first part of the week, so now the second week I can go after the next one. All right, week 2 achievement, complete the hidden achievements to receive the special award. Now this lucky amulet is a 71. That is crazy. Look at that critical hit damage. And it's critical on top of that. I already know what character is going on. I am super happy for that. Gives you health, attack, critical, and effectiveness. It is lit. Hopefully I get freaking effectiveness on that because it's going straight on Balana. Just straight, actually, it could go on Balana or Luna. But looking to the right, I already see a problem. I didn't even notice this the first time I looked over it. Bruh. What's that raw? What's this raw stat health right here? Y'all hurting everybody feelings. Y'all really hurting everybody feelings with this raw stat health right here. What it couldn't be too OP, huh? Like you just. I was like, you know, maybe they could have. It's cool because it's a helmet. So being in a helmet, it's fine and everything else like that. I would prefer, you know, like we have the amulet. Our major problem right now with gear is rings and necklaces. So when I first saw this, I was happy because I thought, looking at that, I didn't think that it was actually a helmet. I didn't read it right away, but I thought it was like a necklace or something, or a ring or something like that. And then I was like, raw stat, but I guess it's fine. It's a helmet. It's whatever. It's not gonna have percent on that anyway. But my feelings was a little bit hurt because I thought it would be better as a ring. It would have been cool if it was a ring because that stuff is actually hard to get. Like, can you imagine a 71 quality ring? Even though we had some rings before, so they probably didn't want to do that, but it is what it is. That's just my personal thing on that. Additional currency secret letter. This right here, of course, for this week, we still have the love potion that will work out for all of that. And then if you look right here, it's saying additional event currency security rewarded according to the skill level of the new artifact, Sword of Judgment. To check the bonus currency, tap on the bonus icon plus signs and everything else. Now, it's kind of interesting and cool that we even the Sword of Judgment, I'm sorry, is actually involved in this. I think that's relatively, like, I know people are going to be like, well, bro, if I can't never get that, I can already see what's going to be the complaint now. People are going to be mad that they can't get that and that they didn't get lucky and stuff like that, even though we do have the free version of it. But if you look at the Sword of Judgment, it's a paid version of it and it's actually better. But I don't know. It's up to you guys how you feel about that. Me personally, majority of the time, I didn't even have the love potion on, and I finished everything out. Like, sometimes I just forgot to do it overall and just didn't even care, but whatever. Luxury shopping added. Epilogue has been added to June 3rd. This stage entered by clearing Belanda's hidden achievement. This stage may be cleared once during the event. Oh. Did I have that? I don't remember. Anyway, other improvements, bug fixes. Tamarin, an artifact idle chill, has been added to the Covenant. Tamarin. The refresh of the pool of heroes and artifacts are available. Mystic Summons has been unified across servers and will now occur at 1800 Wednesday. Okay. Arena Season 1 has come to an end. Preseason has begun. Information on Season 1's end date has been removed from the Arena Story menu. Let me just see if they're going to put another movie up for that. A timer displaying the next shop list refresh has been added to the Powder of Knowledge shop, which is cool. The shop list refresh for 1800 UC is across. Okay, that's alright, whatever. We already know that. The end of Arena Season 1, Unknown Slate, Gladiator Axe, and all that stuff has been removed from the Conquest shop. Unknown Slate will return to the Conquest points when the Season 2 begins. Players who purchase this item Season 1 will be able to purchase it again after it returns. When a new pack has been added to the pack shop or available items will have been refreshed, the pack icon in the lobby will now display notification for red dot. UI improvements have been made. The categories shop, battle, etc. and spacing of shop items have been adjusted. Okay. Heroes. An issue has been fixed when battling against the Valuable Archon and a Tamarin. The team Tamarin skill Shining Star is unable to be buffed. Debuff is applied. She will not transform into her idle form. Yeah, I actually noticed that, and I was gonna say something, but I figured that it's a pretty big bug. And I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna say anything right away. If this patch comes up and they don't fix it, then I'll say something, because I thought a bit. It wasn't even that she didn't even change. It's like she changed into her idle form and then she never changed out. She just stayed in her idle form the whole time. But she was clearly transforming back and forth, but it was just that it's like her character model was stuck there. It was actually pretty hilarious that her staying in idle form the whole time. Chaos Sect Act's jump animation has been adjusted to look more natural. He had that jump force animation. It was like 2 frames. Oh my god, it's making me laugh. I gotta be more serious. I gotta be serious. All right, let me get it. When Auto Battle is active, Mascot Hazel now uses her skill Urgent Regen slightly more often. When Mascot Hazel uses Girl in Uniform, existing increases attack greater buffs no longer removed. The tooltip of Mascot Hazel Girl in Uniform is made slightly clearer. When Auto Battle is active, Rose will now use her skill Shield of Light if no allies have debuffs applied. Battle. The description stealth has been updated. If there are allies, casters will not attack will not will not target of attack. Damage received from the AoE is decreased. Effect is removed when attacked. Okay. Now after cannot be targeted if there are other allies. Takes minimal damage of AoE attacks and is disabled once hit. In first battle, Banshee, Misty Chain description has been updated to the correct math of their effects. There are no changes to the skills themselves. At the start of the battle, combat readiness variation that gain according to the speed stat of the character has been reduced from 10% to 5%. The character on who? On us or on the Banshees? At the start of the battle, combat readiness variation that can be gained according to the speed stat of a character has been reduced from 10. Isn't that a nerf to speed? That sounds like a nerf to speed. But is that to... It's probably not to the Banshee. It's probably to us. All the speed crazy people are going to be mad. But, guild. When not in the guild and viewing the guild screen, information displaying activity rewards has been viewed. And guild war, the effect displays building destroyed now displays the correct location. Now, they did have a bug. Even when you destroyed something, sometimes it would still show that the place wasn't destroyed. It works the same way if you're attacking or defending. I remember it happened to me like literally like the first day. I saw something that it was already destroyed, but it didn't look like it was destroyed. So hopefully that fixes that. And the recommendation, guilds and guild information screen weekly assistant number now displays correctly. Guild war matchmaking has been approved. The proper performance is silver. That was getting crazy. We got a winning streak, and then all of a sudden we had whale guilds. Like, just straight up whale guilds. Like, everybody had, like, ML Kisei, like, down the line. I'm like, there is no way that we're supposed to be fighting these people right now. Like, we did get a win streak, though, and that's what happened, but it was like, literally, we're facing people like that in a row, and I was like, come on, it's just no way. But this is not necessarily, let me explain a little bit how these systems work. It's an algorithm, and the algorithm actually has to take a little bit of time to compile sides, and like all of these games do the same thing. That's why you always see matchmaking in almost every single game never effing work. And the reason why it doesn't work is because it's basically like a learning program that it has to learn and see all the guilds and everything else. And it's like nobody ever tries to make the variation like a human version variation. They just let the computer do it and get AI, and then eventually at a point, which I hate to tell the secret because I'm telling a trade secret right now for programming, eventually the AI gets to a point where it actually recognizes and understands the proper rank for people to actually play. And every company always says the same thing, including this one, that, oh, we finally got matchmaking working correctly and properly. And what really is happening is that the matchmaking finally has learned the proper ranks of everybody, and then it'll start matching everybody properly. That's why in almost every single game in the beginning, matchmaking is always ass. And in some games it stays that way, like Overwatch, because Overwatch just left it on forever, and there's no type of human interaction with Overwatch's ranking. And that's why, if you don't, everybody who knows what I'm talking about, who plays Overwatch, is why the rank system is so bad right now. It's because Blizzard doesn't humanly change it. They're just leaving the AI to do everything. But that's a different story. All right, side story. Actually, on reputation, achievements for Wyvern, Golem, Banshee stages have been added to the Phantom CIC achievement list under reputation. That's cool. Give me a Wyvern achievement. I haven't beaten Golem or Banshee yet. I don't even have a team to do those properly right now. I'm working on it though. Side story. In exchange, the background screens are no longer overlapped. The back button. It seems like a lot of QOL. Not much has changed that's that big, except for that speed thing. But the speed thing is determined if it's actually affected people. And Balana's hidden achievement and issue has been fixed. Players who we would read the story previews can be checking it. Extra story, the Epilogue Luxury Shopping District on June 3rd. Okay. Readability of the stage title is now displayed. Screen has been approved. Account reset. Players who have reset their account will no longer appear in the members list of their previous guild. An issue who has been fixed for errors who are connected to an account that has been reset and were able to access social features. Interesting. UI improvement bug fixes. Improvements have been made to the tutorial. When you first enter the raid labyrinth, Royal capital as Amacus. Okay. You can complete Yuna's connection mission, reach friendship level 3 with Hazel using mascot Hazel. That's cute. A description of new enhancement skill notifiers been added to the game. Text wrapping, blah blah blah. Tamarin pre-transformation portrait appears in the camp, and side stories is now animated. He wasn't animated, I didn't even notice. Improvements have been made to as on this hunter spray effect in area 1 of the raid. After rune combined, the total number of runes you now have will automatically update. There's no longer text overlap with the stone icon. When a hero receives an effect in battle, the company text will now follow the hero. Okay. It should cause the game to freeze momentarily when entering side story or adventure. Starting the game has been fixed. I didn't have that, thank God. Improvement have been made to the artifact skill UI. An issue has been fixed in which the game language is set to English. Certain text was truncated overflow from boxes. All right. So this week we have a chance at 2 good gear pieces. Don't get me wrong, the speed helmet is fine. I just wanted like a ring. Don't mind me. The necklace is definitely lit. That'll help you in many situations. This necklace is just good for all types of DPS, so take advantage of it. That shit's probably going on my Bolano or Luna. And other than that, just to recap this, have fun in the side story, do all your side stuff. Definitely try to go after the Sword of Judgment because it is a 5-star version of all the Ranger artifacts that we currently use right now that are OP. And I think that's about it. So I will catch you guys next video. Good luck on your summons. And if you want Lidica, good luck to that too as well. Good luck to you people who are still not in the Luna fan club yet and you have not gotten her yet. I wish you all the luck in the world because I wish everybody could get her. So we'll see on that. And you guys be legendary. Also follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and Discord. And for those of you, I had a few suggestions for the monthly giveaway. And here's what's going to happen from now on. You'll notice the monthly giveaway has even more ways to win besides just everything else. Anybody who is a Twitch sub now has 20 tries to win. So if you're a Twitch sub and you have actually tried to get into the monthly giveaway, you have 20 tries. And now, because I got a new sponsorship, it will be a AAA game. AAA means at least a $40 game. $40 game out of a random pool that companies have given. It'll be one because it's a AAA game and they don't give you a lot of AAA games as sponsorships. So good luck to that. And just because you're not a Twitch sub does not mean you cannot win, because I have increased the area and the free areas of actually winning. So you have increased chances to actually do that, as well as the people who are Twitch subs, you have your chances. So I'll catch you guys later. Have a good Thursday. Peace.